Hey everybody, Pete Werner coming to you live from the D23 convention here in Anaheim, California. Tom Bell on my right and Mr. Craig Williams, our producer, over on my left. If it looks a little sparse behind me, that is because the conference hasn't started yet. It's about to start in about 25 minutes, and the scene outside of the convention center is nothing short of pandemonium right now. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people are going to be flooding into this space in about 25 minutes, and it's going to be crazy. And just a quick walk around the convention floor, there is some amazing stuff to see here. What I thought we'd do this morning, though, is do our daily fix for today, from right now, and then kind of move on and talk about some of what we saw last night, what Craig saw last night as part of the media preview, and some of what we're looking forward to today. So let's, but first, I want to make sure I mention that throughout this weekend, we are going to be giving away a 5-day, 4-night Disney Cruise Line vacation or a 5-day, 4-night Magic Your Way package to Walt Disney World. This is a really, really easy contest to be a part of. You don't have to be here at D23. All you need to do is share your best Disney selfie. Tweet out your best Disney selfie or on Facebook using the hashtag DISGiveaway, DISGiveaway. It is early and I can't spell, so those two things combined. So hashtag DISGiveaway, chance to win a 5-day, 4-night cruise, a Disney cruise, or a 5-day, 4-night Magic Your Way package to Walt Disney World. Just share your best Disney picture of you and your family or your friends or whatever, and you'll have a chance to win. So with that, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about our daily fix today. First of all, permits appear to have been filed for changes to the Great Movie Ride. Now, we've been talking since August that there were rumors going around that the Great Movie Ride was going to undergo a pretty significant overhaul, long overdue. But now with these permits being filed, this is adding credence to those rumors. And while I cannot say how I know this, I can tell you I have pretty good authority that the ride is not only going to be changed, but it's going to be Mickey Mouse taking you through the history of Disney movies, possibly Disney movie musicals, and pretty decent authority on that. Nothing that's can be confirmed, so it's still a rumor, but I'm going to tell you I'm pretty sure that's what this is going to be. So hopefully, now the permit we noted expires October 31st, 2019. So I would expect that we are going to hear an announcement maybe this weekend about that, but see this completed within the next 2 years. So more construction at Hollywood Studios, because, at this point, what difference does it make? The whole park is under construction as it is. So keep an eye on that this weekend. Another story that caught our attention today is Steve Whitmire, who's has been the longtime voice of Kermit the Frog. It was announced on Tuesday that he would no longer voice Kermit the Frog, but it appears in an interview recently, he has come out and said that he has been terminated. He was fired from that job, and that he is not satisfied with the way things played out. On his personal blog, which was verified by The Hollywood Reporter, he posted his reaction to the firing, saying, quote, "As I'm sure you can imagine, I have experienced every possible emotion since October 16, 2016, when I received a phone call from the Muppet Studio executives to say that they were recasting. Through a new business representative, I have offered multiple remedies to their two stated issues, which have never been mentioned to me prior to that phone call. I wish we could have sat down, looked each other in the eye, and discussed what was on their minds before they took such a drastic actions." A Disney spokesperson said in her statement, quote, "The Muppet Studio thanks Steve for his tremendous contributions to Kermit the Frog and the Muppets franchise. We wish him well in his future endeavors." And wishing him well in his future endeavors is pretty much always a buzz phrase saying that this did not end well. So Steve Whitmire, the voice of Kermit the Frog for 27 years, unemployed. So there's that. And another story that is one of those shake your head stories. An Illinois woman apparently is suing Disney because when she was on vacation in Walt Disney World in June of 2015, she tripped and fell over a raised screw on the boardwalk at Disney's Boardwalk Resort. She filed the suit in the 9th Judicial Circuit Court in Florida against Disney last month, and she's claiming that Disney should be held responsible as they, quote, allowed a dangerous hazard to exist and failed to warn of this dangerous condition. So I guess now they got to look for every loose screw. She states that the fall caused bodily injury and resulted in pain and suffering. She is requesting a trial by jury and is seeking $15,000 in damages. And there you have it. Over on the DIS today, our featured article comes to us from contributor Ashley Cook, who has an article up called Disney Stores Around the Globe. And in this article, she focuses on the Disney store in Dublin, Ireland. So you can head over to wdwinfo.com to check that out, along with our other articles, including all the coverage we're doing here at D23 this weekend. Over on disboards.com, on the Disney Rumors and News Forum today, the official 2017 D23 Expo thread is talking about all the rumors that are floating around, and we're actually going to be going live in a few hours talking about a lot of these rumors as well. There are a ton of rumors swirling around about what might get announced or revealed here at the Expo this weekend. So head over to the News and Rumors, or the Disney News and Rumors Forum over on disboards.com to follow along with that. Finally, in the weather, if you are headed into the Orlando parks tomorrow, 50% chance of rain with a high of 92 and a low of 74. And out here in Anaheim, the weather is just gorgeous. Although they've been complaining that it's hot. I mean, it's hysterical to watch the Californians melting.
It's humid.
It's humid. It's 25% humidity. When I left Orlando last week, it was 103 with 95% humidity. And these guys are like, oh, it's so humid. Snowflakes. They're all snowflakes out here. It's going to be sunny and 86 tomorrow with a low of 68. So, yeah, I'm making fun of you, man. I'm making fun of you. You guys are so delicate when it comes to what do you do when you come to Florida?
Oh, I melt.
You melt.
Yeah,
you must die.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So, all right. So that's the Daily Fix for today. We're going to move on. I want to talk to Craig. Craig got a chance last night, as part of a media preview, to see some of the cool things that are on display here at the conference, at the convention. So talk to me about what you saw.
The absolute highlight for sure was the Star Wars Land Pavilion. So
people are just like crazy about this,
and absolutely for good reason. The model is unlike anything I've seen before in person, in that scale and size. So last Expo around, we got our first look at the model for Pandora, and it was big and it was beautiful, but I mean, this thing had to be 40 feet long.
I was going to say, it's massive.
40 to 50 feet long, and just the amount of detail they put into it is just incredible. People were just staring at it for almost an hour trying to find every little hidden thing on there. It was nice that we now kind of know from the model where the entrances to the land are actually going to be.
This is the Disneyland model, right?
They just were being very wide open, at least. So I don't know if other people got exact answers.
I don't imagine there's going to be a huge amount of difference between the two.
Right.
But
no, the layout is going to be the same. The only thing I'm not sure about is in terms of the entrances, if there will be more at Hollywood Studios because it's kind of more open, or if there'll be, and then less at Disneyland. But it's regardless. We now have an idea of where everything is going to be. The two different attractions. So the one with the Millennium Falcon is going to be off to the right side of the land. The other attraction is going to be kind of off back to the left. I was speechless by it. And the other cool little things that we got to see around there, they had some of the props and kind of what the reproductions are going to do in there. And the big surprise that a lot of people just walked by at first was getting to see the ride vehicle for the First Order attraction. And I mean, of course, this is all in the full overview of that pavilion that we put up on youtube.com/WDWinfo. So if you're not coming to the convention, definitely go there and actually see it.
We've had a lot of stuff go out since last night. Yeah.
If you are coming here, I'm going to tell you to hold off. You have to see it in person first. It's not something that you should just look at the photos.
Yeah, I've intentionally not looked at the photos because I want to go over and see it.
Yeah, no, that's the best way to handle it. But the first order ride vehicle, it looks like almost like a Spider-Man ride vehicle. It's so cool. So 4 seats in the front, 4 seats in the back, little droid up front. Like I just got really hyped up by doing it, and it's funny because they showed us.
This is Craig hyped up, by the way.
I know, I was real going crazy last night, and like they showed us the Pirates of the Caribbean archive exhibit that they have here, which was cool because they have like props and stuff from Pirates, including all the movies, and like that was awesome. But everyone was just like itching and scratching to get to Star Wars, and by the end of it, I'm like, Pirates, whatever. It was all about Star Wars.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, what did you see anything else last night, or was it just pretty much Star Wars?
Just those two, Pirates and Star Wars. So
nothing interesting in Pirates?
Oh, I mean,
it's the archives, right?
Yeah, it's the archives exhibit. So there was my favorite thing in there was there was a costume from Muppet Treasure Island, not Pirates related, but Pirates in the movie. So kind of ties into the Steve Whitmire story there, since he voiced Kermit in that movie.
6 degrees of separation, but okay.
Why not? No, they have a giant. They have giant ships in there that were like models from the movie, which are very, very cool. They have the organ that Davy Jones was playing in there. And then in terms of stuff with the rides, there's a lot of pictures I've never seen before that are kind of popping up in there of some of like the notes that they were working on when they were creating the ride. A lot of the original sheet music as they were writing all the music for Pirates was in there too. So if you're a big Disney nerd and you like all those little details of history, that archives is something that you're going to want to see, and we will have video of that going up very soon too.
All right, let's kind of dovetail off of that into some of the things we're looking forward to. What we do know is going to be happening this weekend. Tom, you've been looking at some of the things.
Right.
What
do you want to just talk about today, or you want to talk about?
Let's talk about today.
Okay,
let's talk about
cool.
today. What's coming up today that you think is interesting?
Okay, so the two big events this morning at 10, the Disney Legends will receive their awards. So that's hosted by Bob Iger. It's almost like a welcome to the Expo kind of thing, but then also the Disney Legends. The list is already announced, but every once in a while there's a surprise.
You know there's going to be a surprise.
You know there's going to be a surprise.
And last time it was
Johnny
Depp.
Yeah. My speculation, can I speculate?
By all means, speculate.
Sometimes they go with themes, and since both Stan Lee and Jack Kirby are receiving awards, I'm thinking maybe some of the Avengers, maybe Robert. No, you don't think so?
See,
too early for Robert Downey Jr.?
What I thought was that it was going to be Betty White, because I think she's going to be
she's going to be in the Avengers.
I thought the Golden Girls already have legends.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know about Betty White though.
Well, she's one of the Golden Girls, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
So no, but of course, Betty White is going to be in the Avengers.
She should be.
Right. Yes.
Which Avenger is she going to be?
Okay, and then this afternoon,
you got to learn to roll with these, Tom. Tom's not used to doing this with other people in the room.
No, I'm usually facing the wall. This afternoon is the animation presentation, so John Lasseter's hosting that, so you'll get clips from upcoming movies, Coco, Wreck-It Ralph 2, things like that, so that's going to be fun. That's this afternoon at 2 o'clock?
That's 2 o'clock Pacific time, so 5 o'clock on the East Coast.
Yeah.
And with our
2:30,
times,
2:30,
because we've been here for a little while now, so we are on West Coast time. So
that's why
add 3 hours to whatever we say.
Yeah.
So what else?
Okay, so some other fun presentations in the huge or the one of the larger spaces. They're using Expo or the Anaheim Arena. This morning they have their presentation about some of the Disney books. It's Gravity Falls and Star vs. the Forces of Evil, and translating that from book form to TV form. And then this afternoon they're doing a presentation about the 50th anniversary of Pirates of the Caribbean. So that one should be really exciting. That's Tony Baxter will be there, as well as Marty Sklar, Orlando Ferranti, and Kim Irvine. So some of the Imagineers that are working, I'm guessing that worked on the attraction, but are also maybe working on the redo of the attraction. So that during that we may hear more about any changes that are coming to the U.S. parks in Pirates. And then just some fun things around the expo. Also, Joe Quesada from Marvel will be hosting a Cup of Joe at 1:15 in the expo arena, just talking about Marvel. Some fun stuff coming up this evening. Melodies and Waltz Time. This is about some of the classic Disney movie live action musicals. So Leslie Ann Warren will be there. Karen Daughtris from Mary Poppins, and it's hosted by Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, cool!
So that's going to be fun. Another fun one this evening at 6. This one's called Park Stars, and it's a presentation about the characters created just for the parks. So Figment, Country
Big Owl.
Bears,
Yeah.
things like that. So a lot of fun stuff, and then just the expo floor itself.
Yeah.
Craig talked already about the Parks and Resorts Pavilion and the Archives Pavilion, but Disney Channel has a pavilion. There's tons of shopping. The Disney Store, the Disney Dream Store, which has the expo merchandise. Mickey's of Glendale has a satellite location here. And just the fun stuff around the Expo
Mickey's
Emporium.
of Glendale, I'm looking forward to that.
Expo Emporium where we are. Just so much to see.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, the floor is kind of crazy. It's so much going on. Craig, what are you looking most forward to today?
Oh, today it's all about animation for me. John Lasseter hosts it, and the man will take what's supposed to be a 2-hour presentation and he'll stretch it to 3.5 hours because he is such a
Because he's John
showman.
Lasseter and he can.
And he can.
No, and it's it's always awesome because I like the live action one. That one's always impressive too because now that they have Star Wars, Marvel kind of expands it from the Disney line. But for someone like me who grew up watching Disney and Pixar movies, this is like a really important one because it connects back to that legacy, and that's also why it's so great that John Lasseter hosts it because when he gets up there, you almost feel like you're watching a relative of Walt Disney's up there talking about what's about to come in the country, not the country,
The country.
What in the world am I saying?
Wow.
That? It's weird. I'm hearing
We're
an
all-
echo delay of myself in the
Well,
headphones.
we're also like you guys were here really, really late last night setting up, and it's been a kind of crazy morning getting things together. So we're all just a little frazzled at the moment, but
Absolutely, yeah. But I wish I was able to go to the Pirates presentation too, because I'm guessing that they're going to go into a little bit of detail on what's happening with the updates coming up in the future with the redhead and the auction scene and all that. So it'd be nice to start getting more information than just a couple sentences in
Right.
Disney Parks blog post.
And of course, everything that we're going to be seeing and doing here this weekend going to be on Twitter. You can follow the DIS on Twitter. Follow us on Facebook. Of course, on the homepage, wdwinfo.com. There's all the updates are being there. We've got our team sitting over to my right now, handling a lot of those updates. So all of us, pretty much all of us, are here this weekend. So you'll be seeing things going out throughout the weekend on the site, all over social media, and we're going to be going live at least 2 or 3 times a day, today, tomorrow, and on Sunday. And of course, on Sunday, we're going to Steve Porter and I are going to have our best and worst of the D23 convention. So that should be fun. I've got to walk around and look for worst.
Nice.
But
Lines. That's right outside.
lines. Oh my God, the lines. But yeah, this is pretty well. This is my first time. I've not done this before.
What are you looking forward to?
I don't know yet. I'm probably not going to do any of the panels because I want to be available to go out when we need to go out. I really want to walk around the floor and just kind of see what's here. I was at MegaCon in Orlando back in April.
Okay.
Going to want to see how this compares.
Yeah, this is
Because I don't do these normally.
It's a lot nicer than MegaCon.
I was going to say it looks like it's an upscale MegaCon right now.
Well, and the great thing about this is where other conventions, it brings in so many different types of pop culture together. that you might not understand what this person's wearing or that person's wearing here. We're all Disney fans, so we're all here for the exact same reason.
And let me tell you,
And
some of
it's great.
the costumes, because they do when do they do the masquerade ball?
That's later
This
today.
afternoon, the presentation's
Okay, I'm going to
this
tell you
morning at
some of the
11.
costumes I was seeing outside. These are not, oh, let's throw something together. These are serious costumes, unbelievable. I mean, then again, it makes sense. We're in Southern California, and so costume designers
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
and now there's
This
some.
is a 5-minute warning. We have guests coming. Please
Only when you're
prepare
live.
your booths.
Please prepare your booths. Everybody, wipe yourself down.
Yes.
So yeah, that's the 5-minute warning that the convention is about to open, and real excited. This place is going to get absolutely nuts. But what I was saying, the costumes I was seeing outside, incredible. So you're going to see a lot of that coming out of the convention this weekend, and a lot of stuff that we don't know about yet that we're really excited about. Like I said, we're going to be going out live in another few hours, talking about some of the rumors.
Yeah, and of course, always, if you're following us on social media, we're going to be going Facebook Live whenever we can, as well as, just Twitter, maybe Periscoping too, for those people who are only on that platform. So just follow us.
We have social media ADD.
Yeah.
So that is what is coming up for today, and that will do it for us for right now. I'll be back with you again in a little while.